Hi everyone, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor King World Lita here, and today I'm going to talk about, one more time about the Irwin toy doll stands and why they don't work well. Now, let's say that you have a doll which has shoes or high heel shoes, because those seem to be the two kind of shoes that folks wear in Sailor Moon. Now, that doesn't mean all of them wear the same kind of shoes, but mainly that is what the Sailor Fighter shoes will be. And the stands that Irwin Toy made are not good at holding up dolls that wear shoes. First off, you got to fight to get the doll into the stand without breaking the leg, which seems to happen. If you are lucky and you get the doll into the stand and the stand holds it up the first time, then you are lucky. If not, one or two things will happen. One, the doll will lean backwards as if the stand can't hold it, or fall over and fall off the stand altogether. And if you're wearing high heel shoes. If you are only wearing shoes, then yeah, the stand need be will hold the doll up, but you have fought to get it in there. Or maybe it won't. Maybe the doll will just fall over and the stand will fall down with it or fall off of it. If you wear boots, and guess what? Not all boots are the same. The same kind of boots that are worn by Sailor Moon and Sailor Mercury, Sailor Quicksilver are not the same kind of boots worn by Ruvius. So don't think all boots are the same. Then dolls that hold, then the stands only seem to work if you're wearing boots. Now, someone out there is going to come up with the belief or thought here that maybe the stands are never meant to hold up the dolls wearing, shoes or high heel shoes or whatever. And if that's true, why did they come with it then? Was it a oversight? Now, yeah, you could say, oh, it was a mistake. But if you do it over and over again, it's not a mistake. You're doing it by goal. So yes, those stands were meant to hold those dolls up. And other folks might guilt it on where you're putting the doll at. Oh, that board isn't that board or stand that board isn't meant to hold things up like that. It isn't like you get a handbook that says this is the kind of board that the stand can stand on well. You think, okay, a book stand, it should stand on that. You're thinking, oh, it should stand on the same kind of board that your Farseer or your Reckoner's on. But no. It always seems to be, and they don't tell you what kind, so you got to make a guess on your own. Now, to tell you the truth, you're going to want to have to buy doll stands for your dolls. At least for the ones that have shoes and high heel shoes, if you even want them to be standing upright and not leaning to the side or not falling over, which is sad, but that's what we had to do. And you wonder to this day, why were those stands badly made? And some folks will have a forgiveness. They'll say, oh, it was made in another land and they were fucking around. Well, I have known things to be made here in the 4-1 Reichs, and they're not really that goodly made either. So you can't guilt it on what land or what work yard that it came from or who made it, or if they were taking their time or not. For whatever ground, sake or why, they just don't work. And it isn't like you can get anyone to be answerable for it. Irwin Toys shut down in 2002 YL or 2001 YL. So yeah, you can't hold them answerable for the stands, and even if they were still around, they no longer would be answerable for the stands. And Bandai, well, Bandai will say, yeah, we did make those kind of dolls at one time, and Irwin Toy did make those kind of dolls at one time, but we can't be held answerable for doll stands that either came out in between 95 YL or until 2001 YL. And even if they would say, hey, look, yeah, Irwin made a mistake with those stands, or we made a mistake with those stands, there isn't much they can do. So, I don't know why the stands that when you have a doll wearing shoes, you got to fight to get it in there. Or if you got a doll wearing high heel shoes, it either leans over or falls over. I don't understand that at all. And no one is going to have the true answer for it. You know, there will be some folks that will give their good guesses on why this is. Now, doll gatherers aren't going to have the answer. And they already go through the same kind of bind. But you see their films, you see their rooms with all their dolls and their stands, and you're thinking, yeah, they got it to work. And you're thinking, how much time did they have to fuck around, forgive my English, to get the dolls wearing shoes to be in the stands right, or the dolls wearing high heel shoes to stand up without leaning over or falling over? I don't have the answer to that one. All I know is that the doll stands made by Irwin Toy just are not good at holding dolls with high heel shoes, and you gotta fight them to get them to hold. You gotta fight even to get dolls wearing, shoes to fit in there. And they only seem to work well with dolls wearing boots. I don't know why that is. And you can tell which stands are meant for what, because the stands that are made for boots have a bigger, a bigger stead for the shoes to be in. The stands meant for shoes or high heel shoes have a smaller thing for the shoes to be in. So you can't say that that it's the wrong stand or whatever. All right, that's all the time I got. Give this film a like, share, and playlist, and I'll see you later.